All right, this is KB2 UKA, and hold on. Let me see what we got here. Okay, there we go. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. KB2 UKA. All right, there we go. We're good? All right, I'm back. KB2 UKA.
I'm back. My dog's mad at me. I put a flea collar on him, and his old one was wore out. I put on his new one, and he gets mad at me.
Yeah, they get fickle. Well, he needs a flea collar.
Yeah, he doesn't like any collar on him. Even when I don't usually keep the chain on him when he's around the house, but when we go out, we got to put the chain on. He hates that too.
Hey, do you know how, like, I have the live stream going. If I want to, is there an easy way to keep a Chrome window on top so that if I click something else on the screen, it doesn't go behind it? I want to keep it on top.
I don't think so. You could, if you look at the, if you drag the window up to the top, a thing will pull down and it'll show you different settings different alignments that you could do, and it'll box everything on the screen in its own window. Did you ever do that?
Yeah, I have. Hold on, let me play with this. Hold on.
Now, if you have other windows open, like other tabs, you could drag the tab out of the main browser and have it stand alone by itself. All you do is grab the tab and pull it over, and then it'll be a separate window by itself.
No, this is good. This will work. This will work perfectly.
Let me go look. My mouse is back to me. It's dead. That's why. I'm like, how come my mouse ain't working?
No, this is cool because now if you go to the live stream, I like the way this looks.
Yeah, if I can get there, my mouse ain't working.
Maybe you have to reboot.
Oh, let me click.
Maybe you need a reboot.
Yeah, I might have to. That'd be
Good evening, N4QNT.
Good evening, Art. Well, if you need to reboot, you may as well get an Anon, Dom.
Oh, it's working now. I had to shut it off and turn the mouse back on.
Is it cordless or battery or corded?
It's cordless, but I just plugged the charger into it. It can be corded or cordless, so it's charging up now.
You know, the more I look at this this space trip with these women, I think it's staged. It just something's not right about the I mean, the door. They now there's a clip of one of the girls opening the door from the inside, and that's not supposed to happen.
Yep, I saw that. And then they run over and they close the door.
I mean, no suit, no helmets with oxygen. I mean, it was like they were up in this little bubble that was like perfect, the perfect bubble, for the takeoff.
Yeah, it's very odd. Very, very odd. I don't know. It just doesn't seem right.
Oh, that looks pretty cool right there.
What are you going to do? It's getting a lot of coverage, though. I'll tell you. A good thing for all those Amazon delivery people funding that project.
Oh, yeah.
Looks cool, Doug, the way you got it. Man, I got a hell of a delay. But, yeah, that looks cool.
Yeah, and I'm streaming. Carter's live streaming right now playing Minecraft, so I've got his stream on my stream.
I see it. I just went full screen on the 44-inch monitor here, and that looks awesome. I have fiber optics now. I didn't get the top of the line. I got 100 megabytes, which seems to be plenty for what me and her do. And it looks awesome. It looks like I'm in his game.
Yeah, you see him up in the left corner on camera?
Yeah, I saw it when you went full screen, too. It looked like I was right in the game with him. Yeah, I don't know, Art. I didn't view the video yet of the whole escapade with that, but I will. And yeah, what was it? 6 women?
Yeah, 6 women and Katie's little Daisy that she was holding.
And Bezos' girlfriend.
What was she holding?
A little daisy flower.
I wonder if he was trying to get rid of her.
That's what me and my buddy said. He said he's probably going to get rid of all of them.
6 of them at one time. So another federal judge is trying to block Trump on these 500 immigrants. Is it 500? Yeah, I think it was 500 immigrants. I forget. That Biden let into the country with a strike of a pen, and so he's trying to get them deported with a strike of a pen. And now federal judge says, "Oh no, you can't do that." Get the hell out of here.
It's 500,000.
Was it that many?
Yeah, they flew them all in.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I just wish the Supreme Court would come down and say, "You federal judge, you know what? You don't need to have Congress needs to make it so they can't do that no more." They were given that power. I don't know how many presidents ago, but you know what? They need to revoke it now. It's hands off of the president of the United States.
Why can't they launch an investigation on how these judges are selected? It's supposed to be some kind of pool or rotation, and these are hand-picked judges for lawfare, like most of them are Obama-appointed judges. How is this happening?
Well, Pam Bondi is investigating, and I think she opened up an investigation into that, and they called it judge shopping.
So, when the Constitution created the Supreme Court, they created no lower court. And that power was given to Congress. And Congress created these district courts, federal district courts, but they're known constitutionally as the inferior court. And they were never intended, like if a district court in the Southern District, if a district judge in the Southern District of New York decides something, that should only affect the Southern District of New York. It shouldn't affect Arizona or Maryland or Florida. It should only affect the district that they're proceeding over. And I know they're working on a bill quickly to try to make that law. The problem is he's going after everyone's pockets now. The Republicans are, he's again, just like the first term, he's got a lot of enemies in the Republican Party that are sitting in Congress.
Yeah, there's always going to be the elite status, and I guess John, we always talk about it, the behind the curtain crew.
Yeah, the uniparty of thieves.
I got like a 10-15 second delay here on your YouTube. W4 deal.
Well, you have to understand, Carter's streaming also. Okay, we've got 2 gigabit up and down, but we're both streaming, so it's probably delaying it a little.
All right.
I'm going to put his audio on for a second, so I'm going to go dark here. Hold on.
So locked him off.
Huh?
Wait, here. Crap.
Huh?
Sword.
Good job, Carter. Good job. All right, I'm going back.
Okay, back.
Wow, I like Doug Stevenson. I like his format here. It looks really nice.
Yeah, thank you. It looks better when it's stretched out because it's all squeezed right now, but I like the colors.
Yeah, it is. It really is. What was that, Doug?
I said it looks better when it's here. I'll I'll open it up. There. Now this is what it normally looks like. Right here.
You know, your browser can go dark there too.
I thought I had it that way. Let me go do that. You're right. Maybe this time I didn't.
N4 QNT, just past the 40.
KB2 UKA.
W4 deal. So is Bill getting his anon up tonight?
No, he's getting it all ready. I guess he's got the monitor coming in, and I sent him a message about setting things up, get him like a startup database to get going, and showed him the shortcut to the HF Auto, and for the software, and then the shortcut to the cable, so you can get the DB9 to USB, that serial cable.
Wait a minute. What does he need a DB9 for?
From the back of the HF Auto Tuner is the accessory, the DB9 accessory port, and then that transposes with that cable, that little chipset that's built in there, and that goes to USB. So when he plugs it in his PC and then loads the HF Auto software, he can remote use it. He can run the thing with his mouse.
So he needs one of those cables that you got to install a driver for?
Windows should pick it up there. It's the newer version, so as soon as you hook it up to Windows, it loads it quickly automatically.
I can't look at Minecraft. It's at a small window, so it's not a problem. But it's a full screen. That kind of graphics makes me nauseous. Wolfenstein, when that first came out, used to make me nauseous.
Yeah, me too. We went to see the movie last weekend. Even though Jack Black's a liberal hack, he's great. It was hilarious. The movie was hilarious.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's a good actor. I mean, he's funny. But he is a liberal.
All right, I took him off for a little bit. It was making me nauseous, too.
He has to be liberal.
But if he wants to work, yeah.
I mean, the guy, he's pretty much, scraping for whatever job he can get or a part, so he's not going to be blacklisted.
Yeah, but this movie's going to make him a lot of money. I think it's going to be the third week. It's number one. Let me tell you, the kids, the audience was so interactive. Every time something happened, they were clapping. It goes to show you, like, I went to see the Super Mario Brothers movie that they made like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. Nothing like this, okay? Nothing like it. Kids are screaming. They knew the lines of the movie. It was, Minecraft is bigger than Mario, I think, ever was.
Hey, dinner's ready. I'm going to go eat, and I'll be right back. W4DOF.
All right, enjoy dinner.
All right. Yeah, Doug, I was just getting ready to jump in. I heard you mention your Outback experience. That place has gone to heck. It's terrible. Even the service, too.
Oh, it was horrible. I remember going there as a kid with my mom, and maybe like a teenager, and it used to be great. Now it's like you wait forever for the food. We waited so damn long for the entrees, and then they come out and they're like room temperature.
Yeah, that's a shame. And it really irks me the most is the timing. I get my drink. Okay, we order the appetizer. I want the appetizer quick. Don't bring it out while I'm eating my salad, or come with the salad and the appetizer. It just drives me nuts. They have no idea.
Yeah. That's a big pet peeve of mine. Okay. Or when they bring the entree out and you're still eating your appetizer.
Or salad, exactly. Yeah, that really drives me nuts.
Like, I like Olive Garden, okay? Yeah, but being from New York and being Italian, you're not supposed to like Olive Garden. It's one of my favorite places to go. And they're still pretty good. The one in in Orlando is good. There's one in Times Square. That place is a mess. But when you go to other states out of New York, Olive Garden's great.
Yeah, I guess it varies. They're just really high. High. The ingredients is like the worst you can get. I mean, as far as the sugar content and the fats and it's all pre-made at some facility. Then they bag everything up, and then it's all.
Art, did you kick out? All right, do what you got to do and come back. You never told me why it happened yesterday.
All right, I'm back. Yeah, the wind today is crazy. It's whipping around really bad out there, the trees.
Oh, it threw your SWR up?
Apparently, yeah. It must have, but yeah. That's why I love these amps, man. Quick fault out,
Oh, yeah. Well, same here. So I think I'm going to build the antenna tomorrow, and I think I'm going to get it up on Thursday.
Oh, fantastic.
I think I have enough room, actually, to do like a 350-foot doublet. I don't know if that's going to be redundant, though.
3 over, yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking, a 160 doublet. So it just depends on where you want to work the lowest portion on 160. So you're probably good with like a 121 on each leg, something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make it a foot longer for the strain relief and all that, and we're gonna get it up.
What I like about your setup is the outside tuner. That's the way to do it. I mean, any coax whatsoever going out to that tuner is null and void.
Yep, exactly. That's when everything changed, when I put that in.
You know what I call that, Doug? That's like having an auto ballon. I nicknamed that an auto ballon. That's exactly what that is.
Yeah, so I do have the 4-to-1 barrel connected to it, because remember, this tuner doesn't have balance connections. I'm going to try the 1-to-1 again when I make a longer one to see what happens. I do, because I'd rather do 1-to-1, but I have a feeling with this tuner I'm going to need the 4-to-1 still.
Right. That's trial and error. Exactly. That's an experiment, and you'll get a feel for the tunability and what's quick and how fast is it tune and jumping from band to band and where do you get the best feel, So, exactly. But N4QNT, it's a 50.
KB2 UKA. Oh, do we have a tuna?
Very impressed with these wings. They sound remarkable. I mean, Jeff, I've never heard Jeff sound as good. Seriously.
It's the best I've ever heard him. He could get it even better. He could get it even better once he gets that routing down and like gets the reverb side chained. But it sounds amazing.
Yeah, that's what he wants to work on. He's going to side chain the Pultec and side chain the effects, and what that does, it's just more controllable. You do away with that little fuzzy or the gate not cooperating just right with the bass region. With the Pultec, with the advanced, with the reverb going, it has a little bit of an artifact. Once they're side chained, I think it'll be golden.
Hold on, let me say hello to DJ. He just posted. Yes, it will be. I wouldn't sidechain the Pultec though, but that's just me. What's up, DJ? He's watching us while Carol sleeps. Look at the photo he just posted.
I will check it out.
Hello, radio.
Hello to the radio.
Oh no, I think trouble just got here.
Do you want me to go away? I don't want them to know that you hang with riffraff.
No, you can hang around. Dave. I'm kidding. How you doing, brother?
Hi, good evening to everybody. This is N1IZI out of Harwich, Massachusetts. And Doug, I have not been on in quite some time, man. I've been really involved with the Laura's and, fishing is coming up. I did amazing at the show, and I pretty much sold out, and here I am. I was working in the shop. She called. I went up by 8, and I was going to come back down and work on it, and then I wanted to paint. I just came and I turned this thing on, man, and I was on 40 for a bit, and I said, I'm going to scrounge around, because I saw your video, and I'm like, where has he been? And lo and behold, there you are. This is N1IZI, Harwich, Massachusetts.
All right, well, you're booming in down here. You're solid 30 over. I hope I'm doing the same. Audio's sounding good. I know you've been busy with the lore stuff, but that's all good. It's good to be busy. Let's see if Art has a copy on you. I'm sure he does. Go ahead, Art.
Oh, yeah, no problem copying. Well over 9, good strong audio. Sounds great, and good to hear you. N4QNT, Art, North Carolina.
Hey, Art, N4, I didn't write it down. I'm going to call you Art, because I'm just bad. I'm old, I'm ugly. I can't remember crap.
Welcome to the club.
Dave in Harwich on the luxurious island of Cape Cod, and yeah, I guess I just wanted to play radio instead of doing stuff that I want to do, but I figured I'd come on here and talk and see how things are going. I hope I sound all right. I don't know. Anyway, it's probably a job for the winter. Doug, I want to let you know that I'm going to completely rip all my rack gear out, and when I do get around, I'm going to hook up an AB switch, and I'm going to run both antennas out of the Lux, and I'm going to get the pure signal behind the amp where it belongs, because I don't like where it's at now,
Well, I agree, man. Like the main benefit of running a Hermes or an Anon is you have access to pump all that good sounding audio into 4 kilohertz and just keep it there. Like right now, you're way out past 4 megahertz. Now I'm seeing that probably more than someone else because you're 30 over. But I don't know. Art, are you seeing him go past 4 down in the Carolinas?
Yeah, I mean, I have to two times a pan adapter on the Thetis, and I see a little activity going past a little bit. You might want to back it down, or you definitely want to get your pure signal hooked up. Tap those 2 little solder points, real simple, SMA connector, and hook it up to a sampler to your amp, and man, you'll be minus 60 in the third order.
Oh yeah, the sad part is the pure signal is hooked up. It's right behind the Hermes, and then I got the Lux. I have a Henry 3K Alpha, 3K. That's my old amp. I have a 2K Classic. I hardly even use it now, but So then I did the pad on the Lux, and I have the switch. I have everything. I just got to get off my fat ass and just do it. You know what I'm saying? And I have not done that. I'm just going to overhaul all my rack gear. Quick rundown. I'm probably going to run either 1, 2, or 3 Ultra-Curve Pros and a couple of stages of compression. And the main difference is I'm going to have compression at the very end of the chain, excluding the virtualizer. Either that'll be side chained or it'll be wet, one or the other. But I want to get the Apex 204 in front of some compression. So that's just mainly the main thing there. And then, I don't know, probably just dial in the audio all over again or something and come back next winter to be good, But at some point, I'm going to rip all this crap out. I've just been super, super busy. I haven't been able to do any yard work, man. It's been wet. It's been raw. I got a pile of leaves that I started raking out back. My lawn, I had my guy, call me. I think he's going to thatch my lawn. I'm fretting over my lawn. I did an extensive amount of landscaping when I bought the house. I know I'm long-winded. I'll try and make it a little shorter. But to make a long story short, I had a ton of stonework done, trees, shrubs. I had sod laid down, and that's what I'm worrying about, the sod, but it's just the variety of sod, I guess. So it looks like hay, and it's coming back. But my guy, I called him today. He's going to come thatch it, and that's pretty much it. And I had him go out back. I want to do some more work out back, maybe, with some cobblestone edging all over the backyard to the pathways. N1IZI, over to you. I believe it was Art. I can't find a pen. I got lures everywhere that are private stash. I'm trying to get ready for the season,
Yeah, Dave. It's Art, and it's N4 Quebec November Tango, N4 QNT.
Art, I just wrote that down. I found a pen under a lure. I have some private stash here. I'm trying. I gotta wire it up, and I'm just like in 5 places at once, and I have a ton of crap going on. I actually haven't been in a magazine in a very long time, and I'm gonna do a charter. I actually chartered this guy, Dave Anderson. I chartered him. I guess he's the editor for the Fisherman. And it was kind of funny because you remember it's a quite colorful charter with me way back in the day on the outer beaches. So I said, well, why don't I take you out in May and that beautiful banana lure I gave you? I want you to bring that with you. And he says, sweet, because we're going to do the interview while we fish, and I'll bring him to the man cave. And then there's another I was actually slated for. I didn't even realize it. I forgot all about it, but I'm going to be on Surfcasters Journal. It's like the largest online magazine. So I guess I'll go on that one. So it should be fun, man. I mean, I'm coming back. People are... I put lures up on my site and they're gone in less than 1 minute. I mean, people are there, and then I get like 20 email, private messages, emails, whatever you want to call them, to buy more. So, yeah, I just can't make the damn things quick enough.
KB2 UKA.
N1IZI. By the way, you sound great.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yep, this is the wing. Very happy with it. Been very busy, so this is the first profile I built. I haven't built any. Well, I built the 6K, but I still have a. I still have a lot of other fun stuff I could do with it.
That thing's the bomb. I was going to order some gear. I have plenty of cash. I think I have like 4,000 or 5,000 in cash sitting in the tub in the paint booth. And I was just like, I don't know. I want to do stonework. I want to do this. I'm in like 5 different directions at once. And I'm like, you know what? I can wait. I'm going to buy this crap. It's just going to sit. I was thinking, I'm like, why don't I just wait? Why don't I try my next plan and see how that sounds, And if it's not what I like, I mean, if I do, there's definitely 2 units that I want. It's definitely that Drummer 3-band of compression, and I think I want that wing rack. I don't know if I need it. I got all this stuff. I have 4 DEQ 2496 Ultra Curve Pros, and I fixed my old one on top of it, and so I have 2 brand new ones, and I'm actually on the one that I bought used, but that brand new one's also online. It's just in bypass mode, just showing the thing, and I can actually, shut this one off and turn the other one on, but it's pretty much in the same order it changed, so it really doesn't change. But I want to play around, and if I like it, I like it. If I don't, you know what happens in the winter. You know what goes on.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. Who's that? Isaac?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, Isaac. Yeah, Dave, I know what goes on, man. Winter's the time to do all the experimenting. Spring and summer's the time to play with antennas and do yard work. Isaac, welcome aboard. Do you have your amp on?
Hi. You're not hearing me so good tonight?
Well, you must have just put it on, because now you're 20 over. I don't think you had it on when you first jumped in.
It just depends, man. It was on. Maybe I needed to clear something coming from me over to you, Diego.
Well, yeah, you sounded good. Dave's in here, IZI, Art, N4QNT. Anyone else in here? Bill, did you jump in?
Okay, 1WIL. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, Bill. Good evening, Bill. How you doing?
How's everybody doing this evening?
Good. I got to take a call. I'll be on the side for 30 seconds.
Okay, we'll give you 31.
Take a minute.
Talk about him. Let's talk about him. He's going.
Hey, Art, thanks for the information and all that stuff.
Oh, certainly, Bill. Hey, it's cool because the container. I'll tell you what, that HF auto container, it's something else to build. It takes like 2 hours. So seriously, yeah, man, you'll like all that stuff. So like I said, a couple of tweaks here and there. You might change a couple of things, but at least it's a quick head start. That's all. To get you up and running.
You know what? I connected my new computer today. I wanted to download Thetis and stuff, the new version. I can't get it to go in. It keeps shutting off. Well, not the computer, but it won't load. And I thought maybe, it was my protections because it's written by somebody that's not, they don't have a number or something on it. I don't know what it is, but I shut my software down for, my protection in there, and it still won't go in.
Okay, so when you say you're trying to install it and double-click it, you're getting a prompt like it's defending, like it wants to not load because it's trying to protect your computer?
Yeah, well, I get past that one. I get past it, and it'll start. I'll click it, ready, and you got them 3 options. I click on the option, full, and I click on it. It starts reading it. It starts downloading. All of a sudden, it just stops, and that's it. It won't go. And I tried it like 3 times.
That's odd.
I turned my Defender off and everything, and still I can't get it to go.
That's odd because KB2UK, I'm back. Normally, it would do that before that. It wouldn't get that far.
Yeah, I don't know. And I just downloaded it on this, the computer I run all the time. I went back in, same place. It loaded right in. I don't know.
All right, And I missed the beginning because I was on the phone. Is this the file that I sent you?
No, I was trying to download. No, not well. That one did the same thing, Doug. I tried downloading it. It did the exact same thing. So it's something within that computer. There's something needs shut off or turned off. Because I loaded Microsoft in it and it went through fine.
Interesting. Okay.
Hey, Bill, if you don't mind, I'm not doing anything at the moment, I can jump in real quick and check something out real quick with that quick assist thing?
Well, I would, Art, but I don't have it hooked up. I'm back on my other computer. I pulled my other mini computer out today, and I hooked that one up. I just wanted to get I wanted to get the Windows 11 loaded, and wanted to get the software that I needed, for my Anon. And, that was one of the main things of why I hooked it up today, to download that thesis, the new version, and I just can't get it, but I have it disconnected right now.
Oh, okay. Did your computer come pre-installed with Windows 11, or did you actually have to do the install?
Well, that's another thing. I went to do the install, and it seemed like it read up to 6%, and it said had trouble or whatever. I went back out, and here it did load. It loaded my what I have on this computer here. It didn't load everything, but it loaded a good percentage of it. But I just and Thesis is not in there. You know what I'm saying? I have the older version on here, and it wasn't in there when I looked for it. But it won't download that for some reason. It's something within the computer stopping it. I know that.
Okay, well, hopefully, it's probably just some file or something that's kind of on in the background. But yeah, at some point, maybe even Dom could jump in there real quick and check out some settings too. He's real good with that.
Yeah. Well, Bob, I'd maybe wait till this weekend, or when you guys have more time, and I'll hook it up through the weekend, and maybe somebody can come in and look at it because. I thought it was a Windows Defender. I honestly thought that's what it was. I said it won't let it go. I went in and shut that down, and it did the same thing.
YouTube just shut Carter's stream down.
Really? Well, I wonder why.
There's a rule. He can't live stream with a camera if he's under 13 and an adult is not in the video with him. So they shut him down. He is pissed.
Wow. Gaming?
Yeah, he was gaming Minecraft. And it's on my account. So it has to be on my account because he's a minor. But I have multiple channels. Like I have this channel that I'm live streaming on. This is my channel. And then I had to create a child channel that's his. And, they shut him down. He's so pissed. He could live stream. He just can't have the camera on.
Okay, can he have audio?
He can't talk or have a camera on. He can have the audio from the game, but he's not supposed to have the camera on. It's, I don't know. YouTube's trying to protect children when the parents should be protecting children.
I guess so. N1IZI. Well, that's horrible for him.
Well, he's going to be, oh my God, how old is he going to be? He's going to be 11 in July, so he's got 2 more years.
Right. Hey, I wanted to tell you, I have a beautiful weeping cherry that I planted. I did that and 2 Japanese cherries and yet another dogwood that's pink out front. And I'm just sitting there every day. I come home and it's just getting bigger and bigger with the pinks. I just can't wait for that thing to blossom. I've been waiting a year for this thing to blossom.
Well, I'm sure you'll have a beautiful cherry blossom tree shortly.
VA3KBC.
Oh boy, the most patriotic Canadian has joined the frequency.
Good evening, gentlemen. I don't know about patriotic. I'm pretty fed up with what's going on in Canada here, and Canadians in general. But anyhow, boy, is it gotten cold outside. Went to close the chicken coop up. Chickens were all in, already roosting. But man, it's cold out there.
Paranoid. I'm annoyed. I need Alaskan yellow cedar, and it comes from your beautiful country.
Hello, DJ. And Doug, KG4, WQQ.
Hello, Richard. Good to hear you.
Good evening, Richard. N4QNT at the 10.
KB2 UKA.
Yeah, good evening, Art. Didn't know you was in there, and I'm listening on the SDR.
Yeah, I unhooked the 160. I had a switcher box up here, so I took everything out. And I'm not bothering with the 160 now that we're starting to get storms and static crashes, so I'll hook it back up in the fall.
Good evening, Richard and DJ.
Yep. And hello, DJ.
Hello, Bill.
Oh, you're sounding pressed beat here, Richard.
Well, I've been working on it. I stayed up pretty late last night.
Roger. Well, see, it's working for you. I got the whole room for you in here. It's sounding good.
All right, you got it
band
going.
sucks, man. I can't even hear you on my radio, but I can hear you on the SDR.
Yeah, we got some kind of... Well, I'm hearing you real good, and I'm on my radio, but it must be my direction going towards you. It must be bad.
Hey, guys, stand by 1 sec. Kilo Charlie 1, you're in my noise, but try again. The static crashes are taking him out. Does anyone copy him?
Knew someone was there, but
hear him on
not
the SDR.
I know he's there, but that's about it.
Kilo Charlie 1, try... give the call a couple of times, because when I get the static crash, I'm losing you. Try again. Giuseppe, Kilo Charlie 1, Papa Kilowatt X-ray, QSL. All right, I see you're in Massachusetts. You're very, very light on me. What are you running? 710. So what are you doing? 5 watts? Try again. Crash took you out. How many watts? 96. Roger on the 96. Yep. Very, very light on me. Dave, do you hear him? You're closer to him.
I was counting money, but and go ahead again.
Yeah, how are you? This is Kilo Charlie 1, Papa Kilo X-ray. Mission assessed.
QSL, you're just above the noise level. You're like a 9+ into Harwich, Massachusetts. Handle here is Dave, Delta Able, Victor Echo. Turn my power down. It looks like I'm doing around 1250 watts. I want to turn it down more. But yeah, okay. I'm hearing you in Harwich. You're in there with the crashes. These other people are probably straining to hear you there also. Go ahead.
Roger. Yeah, you're around 59 to Denver, Massachusetts.
QSL, may I ask where you're running for an antenna there?
Cobra Light, dipole, a Cobra Light.
Do you know what type of antenna it is? I have no idea what the names of stuff is. I've never heard of that. I mean, I hear Cobra. I think of an AM radio from back in the day. So I mean, what type of antenna is it, my friend? Is it an end-fed wire? Is that what that thing is?
Dipole, a dipole.
It's a dipole fed with 450, right?
You guys double.
I think it's fed with 450.
A dipole. How long is?
I believe I have it about feet up in the air, and I believe it's 33 feet each way.
Let me see if I have it.
Total length is 73 feet.
63, I think.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I have it. Okay. Yeah, I see it right here, Giuseppe. You're coming up on me a little bit now. You're 4x8, 4x8. I hear you a little bit better. Well, thanks for jumping in, man. Why don't you hang around? There's a bunch of people on frequency, so I'm just going to pass it around. Go ahead, Bill.
Oh, that's okay. I was just waiting. I couldn't hear him. I knew he was there, but a little bit weak on me here. So go ahead, guys. Pass it around here. I'm trying to do some stuff here anyway. So go ahead.
Well, you're working very hard right now, Bill, and it's going to be for the benefit of all of us, because we're going to hear a beautiful, beautiful. I'm laughing at something. Sorry. Beautiful news station very, very soon.
Well, that and adding about 1,000 watts onto my signal should help me out a little bit too.
Oh boy, did you check the expiration date on the Lux when you opened it?
Yeah, it says will be an antique. There was a little letter in there. If you go past 3 years, it'll be an antique.
That's funny. Oh my God. Does the Lux have a built-in sampler for pure signal?
Not the one I have.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, well, you got one, so that'll be fine. And you're going to keep the scope in line?
I don't know. You know what? I'm getting to the point, Doug, where this whole, my setup right now, it might come up. I might put it right here. I don't know. I'm really hard debating on it.
Well, you have a workshop in the house, right? In the garage? So you could, would your electronics bench be in the shack, or would it be out there?
No, it's going to be in the house. I wouldn't put anything down there because, it's a wood shop and dust everywhere, so I wouldn't put it down there.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, so either way, out with the old, in with the new.
That's what I'm thinking anyway, so I don't know yet. I got like a couple of days to really, bear down to figure out what I want to do, and because once the monitor's here, that's going to be it. I'm starting one way or the other, ripping stuff, out old and putting new in or whatever.
Just do that KISS method, Bill, the KISS. Keep it simple, Steve.
Oh, yeah. And I'm pretty simple, so that's easy to do.
And I'm pretty stupid, so it works for me, too.
Yeah. Well, one good thing, Doug, I'll be, if I do it, if I do tear this out, no more rack gear. I can get rid of about 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 pieces. I can get rid of that, and you know what I'm saying? I'll have one piece here.
Well, yeah, you'll have one big, beautiful piece. Are you going to put that, because I know what your shack looks like now, is the wing going to be right in front of you under the monitor?
Well, the new monitor, see, that's what I'm debating on. I could put the wing directly in front of me where my rack gear's at now, which I'll probably do. I have 1, 2, 3 shelves. The TV or the monitor I got now is a 50-inch. It'll come out. I'll take one shelf out. I'll probably set the 49-inch curved monitor in there, and then I'll probably maybe keep my scope. I'm not sure. Then I'll take the amp out and the radio and all that stuff, and put my new amp and my new tuner and everything back in again.
Oh, it's gonna look sweet. It's gonna look really good. You should be. It would probably. When do you think the monitor's coming? Next week?
I believe they said Thursday. I'll have to get, watch it. I got to get the tracking number. I didn't get it yet, but I think they said estimated deliver was Thursday. This Thursday.
Oh boy, you're going to be all up and running by the weekend.
K1WI Alpha 20.
KB2 UKA.
N4 QNT. A3 KBC.
And I'm going to ID for Dwayne, W3 DEP.
He just ID'd on Rumble.
I saw.
Was he out somewhere?
Yeah, he's watching the baseball game.
Oh, okay.
I told him the last time I watched baseball, Babe Ruth was playing. I watch it every once in a while. I don't know. You gotta get into the mood, you know.
I'll probably watch golf before I watch baseball.
I watch it every week, except it's my son playing.
I'll take baseball over any other sport.
I really do love it. I do like it. And, but you know, Art's right. You got to be in the right mindset for it because of the speed of the game.
Yeah. Well, I was a Tigers fan. Went to Tiger Stadium a few times, but this was quite a few years ago. And then they had that baseball strike, and that kind of just turned me off. So, but I think the World Series, we'll watch that. But that's about it.
Remember in the late 90s, early 2000s, the Juicers, and they were breaking all the records, you know, the how many home runs? Man, those guys were all juiced up.
Mark McGuire.
Oh, yeah, Mark McGuire. His arms were as big around as my legs.
Looked like he was holding a toothpick when he'd get up to bat.
Seems like no matter what it is, there's always some sort of enhancement that's, you know, I'd say it's kind of cheating, but they're enhancing some way or form or another.
I have to laugh, DJ. You telling me you never use any enhancement after you got a little older?
No, never had to worry about that. Well, let me correct that. I didn't need it because it didn't. Oh, never mind. You get to a certain age and it's just all memory.
I'm pulling on your chain a little bit.
Well, I think that might be what he wants.
Yeah, well, I'll have to put gloves on.
My headphones are melting.
And I'm talking baseball gloves.
It was like that time I went to get a prostate exam and the doctor said, okay. He said, okay, Jim, just whatever you do, don't get an erection. I said, my name's Doug. He said, my name's Jim.
My God.
Yeah. Hey, Doug, last time I got to laugh because it's hilarious. You know, I had my check and he reaches around, he gives me a Kleenex, says you can clean yourself up. No.
Yeah, and they don't even buy you dinner.
I know. I felt violated.
You know that that's, you know, I'm 45. I've had it before, but they really don't do it anymore. It's all the blood work now. And I think if they see something in the PSA, then they go check.
You sound like you're a little disappointed.
Well, I've been told this is going to happen my whole life in my 50s. What happened?
Yeah, that's how they found out my sugar was up, because I went and got blood work, and I was worried about my PSA, you know, my age and stuff, and that all come back fine. But they told me, hey, man, your sugar's up.
What was your level on the sugar? Do you remember?
Oh, it was high. That's why I went on a diet and everything else. I got to go back in next month, and I've lost almost 40 pounds to 39 pounds, I think, now. And I lost like 5 or 6 inches off my waist, so I'm hoping I can control it that way. I don't want to be on medication.
You should be able to. Whatever the number is, I think like if you're above, I'm going to say the wrong number, but I'm close. It's either like 5.1 or 5.5. I'm always, since my 20s, and I'm not overweight. There are times I have been, but I'm normally not. I'm always like 2 basis points away from that number. So like if it's 5.5, I'm always like 5.3, and they're always like, oh, you know, you got. I think that's just the way I am.
Stay
Well,
away
to tell
from
you
any
the truth,
sugars,
Doug, I
Bill.
was
Ice
more,
cream,
like I said,
candy,
concerned about my PSAs and stuff like that.
Pastries,
I'd
cakes,
rather
pies,
have,
all that stuff.
say,
Stay
my,
away from the
my
sugars,
sugars
and you'll be fine
elevated
because you won't
somewhat,
have those
then
cravings. That
come back and say, you're
I heard you, DJ.
bored or something here, something wrong. I'd rather hear about the sugar part than the prostate. But my prostate, at my age, it was kind of low. It was like 1.2 or something like that, which I guess my age, you can go up to 4.5 or almost 5 or something like that.
See, the problem, at least the problem I've found with the prostate, I know 3 or 4 men that either work for me now or have worked for me that have all had their prostates removed, and they have all had complications. One was when I think they went in with the cyber knife or whatever the hell it is, and they burned his bladder, and then he had to have his bladder removed. There was a big lawsuit. Another guy has complications. So it's not only catching it early, it's who the hell's doing the surgery.
Yeah, well, like you said, I worked with a guy down where I worked at, the same thing. He didn't even, a buddy of his ended up had prostate cancer. So, he said, I better go get checked. Well, that's what happened to him. So they had to remove his prostate, and he had trouble ever since then.
Hey, Bill.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the best thing you can do is stay away from any sweets, pies, cakes, ice cream, anything like that, because
All the good stuff.
the cravings of being hungry. So if you don't eat those, then you're not having those cravings. So you eat a lot of meat, steaks and that's better for you, or eggs or anything of that nature. But anything with sweets, sugars, and like I say, pastries, pies, cakes, and that's what can really cause you issues and wanting to eat more, and then that's where you gain the weight.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, DJ, I cut all that out. I'm on a high-protein diet and very, very low carbs. I don't even want to take carbs, and I cut all. I used to drink, pop all the time, and I quit doing that. I think it's going about 8 weeks or a little bit over right now. I lost almost 40 pounds in that time, and it was all due because I was eating wrong. And sugar or diabetics don't run in my family. That's the only thing. None of my relations I know had it. My parents, nobody. My siblings, nobody. I was kind of shocked when my doctor told me that.
Well, that's...
Yeah, it was in my family. Both my mother and my aunts had it. So, anyhow, I'm going to go, guys. You carry on. Everybody have a good rest of the evening, and should catch you in the morning. Victor Alpha 3 Kilo, Bravo Charlie.
Alrighty, 73 DJ. Take care.
7-3 DJ. I'm on the phone. I'll be right back, guys. And 4QNT.
Dwayne said we should be talking audio. So when do you think Dwayne is going to give in and purchase a Behringer wing rack? I don't think he could let Jeff and you be the two in Pennsylvania with one and him not have one.
Yeah, you know what, Doug? I was on the fence about it anyways, and, Jeff asked me, and I says, nah, I'm not going to do it. I got all this rack gear. Why, And then that same day, I made my mind up. I says, I heard you, and I was very impressed, with yours. And listen to Jeff now. Unbelievable. He's not even running any external rack gear other than that wing. And just amazing.
Yeah, it's the best I have ever heard him sound.
Yeah, and I think that Poltec has a lot to do with it. I think he got to sidechain his effects, leave everything else go, leave the Poltec, leave it go, and just sidechain his his effect. He got a little bit of effect there, and you can hear it a little wee bit when he's done talking, but it's nothing major. But I think that can be taken care of. And he got the gate and stuff in it, and I think it's just side chaining that, and I think he'll be good to go.
Yep, I agree. And Art mentioned he was going to sidechain the Poltec. That one I wouldn't. The Poltec I would keep in line in the mic channel. That's just me personally. And the reason is because you're doing intricate adjustments to the low, mids, and highs. So when you if you have it side chained and you bring the level up, to do it the right way, you would have to boost everything to the max if it's side chained and make it fully wet. And then that kind of defeats the purpose of the Pultec.
Yeah, well, no, that's no, you're 100% right. I wouldn't side chain it, the Pultec. You know what? Why I think that wing stands out, Doug, and I've listened to you, I've listened, to Jeff and stuff, and I think the preamps in there, not to take away from the XRs, I would never do that. They're a great little box, but I don't think they have the preamps that the wing has in it. That's what makes it shine, and that Pultec's another. I've read enough on them now too, and I've heard them back in the day, playing guitar and everything else, and dealing with music and stuff, and them things shine.
Doug, I'm trying to kick the audio habit, and you're really making this difficult for me right now.
Well, it comes and goes. It comes and goes with me. But Bill, you're correct. The preamp, yes, the XR is very good, but I always had, for some reason when I ran them, I could hear I would see the noise of the preamp. Kind of like that little video Richard posted last night. I think that was last night. I would see it on the pan adapter. And I see it on a lot of things. I would see it on the Apollo. And then like a cheap M audio interface, I wouldn't see it on. And then I got the Soundcraft, which I think I need to sell. It's just sitting here now collecting dust. The Soundcraft had very, very good preamps to the point where I was worried that the wing wasn't going to be as good. And the preamps are just as good on the wing. They are silent.
Hey, Doug, here's another thing, too, that I've taken notice to. When I was running a DAW system on my setup, it seems like that DAW system, and I've heard, Dwayne went through it, I think Jeff went through it. When you take and put something else with that, with the XR, like a DAW system or Cakewalk, it seems like they have a conflict after a while. And when I run my DAW system, and what I'm thinking happens, your preamp, whatever you're running your mic into or whatever, I think when you're running a DAW system, I think they heat that preamp up, and that's when you get the conflict. It happened to me all the time when I was running a DAW. And I could run for 2 days. It all depends how long I was on the radio. I could run for 2 days, and all of a sudden it would start exactly what Dwayne and Jeff was going through. Same thing.
Well, that would make sense, and I never thought of that, but that makes sense because even in the XR, you have on each channel, which is a preamp, you have the USB trim control, which is basically USB gain over into the DAW, and vice versa when you're sending the DAW audio back to the XR. So yeah, maybe it's heat, and it would make sense that the hotter it's getting, the more noise it's going to have.
Yeah, that's what I figured out with my DAW system was, the preamps in my, I think it was my Personas. I had a box, my transfer box, or my topper box, whatever you want to call it. And I tried adjusting that thing all different ways and made sure I was running at the same 4800 and all that stuff. I went through a bunch of, and it just did it. And I said, I'm done with this. I'm not putting up with this anymore.
Now, if I was going to run a DAW again, that topping box that Art's running, and I think, Richard, you could correct me if I'm wrong, but John, I think, that has a silent preamp also.
Hey, Doug, of course.
Hold on, is that you, Brian?
No, Dana, W2GLO.
Oh, Dana, welcome to $39.99, man.
Yeah, guys, I was watching the stream there, and I heard you fellas talking. I just wanted to come in and say hello there. Yeah, nice signals. You fellas are coming in great over here.
All right, Roger. Yeah, I got you 5.9. There's I'm probably getting more crashes than you, but because you're further north, but I bet you're getting crashes.
Oh, yeah. We're getting crashes. A lot of wind going right now, Doug. Really, really super windy outside right now. And that four-wheeler movement's coming down.
Yep, Roger, and it's windy down here, too. It is. I'll pass you around in a second, Dana. Hold on one second. Dave, what were you going to say?
I was just wondering, did you switch off of your on-beer? All right, are you still using your Bellari gear? Are you totally 100% the wing rack? That's what I'm wondering. I don't know what changes you've done since I last heard you. That's all I wanted to know. N1IZI, Harwich, Massachusetts. I dropped my wattage down. It's like 1,200. Hopefully I cleaned it up a little bit, Doug, until I can get a shack apart. I just want to let you know.
It does look cleaner. It does look cleaner. You're also 20 over now, not 30. The band changed, so that when you were 30, I was seeing it a lot. I barely see any now. Yeah, I use the Bellari stuff because it's Bellari stuff, and I don't want to sell it, and I don't want to let it just sit here and not be used. And it's not all it is. It's just more tube sound before I go digital. That's the only reason I use it. So I go tube mic into the tube Bellari preamp, from the Bellari preamp into the Bellari multiprocessor, where I get a little compression, and when I say little, I mean a little, 2 dB, a little big bottom, a little exciter before I even EQ, and then I go into the wing, and that's where I do everything else. So, yeah, I am still using it.
I'm back.
Okay, I was just curious on that, yeah.
Welcome back, Dom.
I got the Warm Audio Pultec and the MPA2 with the Telefunkins and the Warm Audio compressor, and yeah, I dig tubes. I always did, and I always will. All right, Doug, I'll put it back to you, and thank you. I was just wondering what changes, if you have done any. That's all, because I haven't talked to you in a while, and I haven't bothered you. I just been busy. So, go ahead, Doug, pick it up. November 1, India, Zulu India on Cape Cod.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I haven't made any changes. I think it's the same from it is the same from the last time I heard you. However long I've had the wing now, that's just been the way it is. All right, Dana, let's see. Dominic, let's see if you have a copy on Dana in upstate New York. He's a little light on me, but it might be because it might be distant. So let's see. Dominic, see if you got Dana.
Dana?
Roger.
Or DOM. I didn't catch your call sign.
Yeah, hi, Dominic. It's me, Dana. WTCLL, over here in Boston.
Yeah, I got you. You're not that strong, but I have you. I'm down in South Carolina, just north of Columbia. You're just a little over an S9. Go ahead.
Oh, that's not too bad. I'll take that. Yeah, sure. The band's not quite working up very well. We'll run about 500 watts here on the 7300 and a dipole. So I'm glad you hear me, Dominic. I hear you well. You're 5.910 over here. No problem at all.
All right. Yeah, I'm running a 7300 also, and about 800 watts. Okay, very good. And was there somebody looking for me?
The law.
We're always looking for you, Dom.
I didn't do it.
I heard Tim Waltz was looking for you to sign his petition to run again.
Oh, yeah, I got something to him.
Hey, Doug.
Yeah.
He's trying to look for a college where his daughter can go, not learn, but protest. You know, I thought you went to school to learn, but he wants to send her to school where she can protest.
Yeah, well, you know what? Speaking of that, the best thing, so you saw what Harvard did, right? So he's going to he said, stop the DEI stuff or I'm pulling the federal funding. They said, go kick dirt. So he's pulling the federal funding, and they said, we don't need your federal funding. No matter what, we've been sending them $750 million a year in taxpayer money. I could be wrong. Might be 75 million. Either way, he just had them publicly say they don't need the money. So then what the hell are we sending it to them for? they just admitted that the government doesn't need to send them money anymore. He should shut the checkbook down. They should pass a law to shut the checkbook down.
Doug, you see what he's trying to do, though? Well, he's trying to get the other colleges to fall into his footsteps. They're trying to make it rough on Trump, I guess, because he's shutting the money off. Well, he forewarned them what was going to happen if they didn't, get in line. But, oh well, we'll see what happens out of it. That's all we can do. K1WIL to 40.
KB2UKA.
W4DR.
N1IZ. KB3WBX.
Oh, no.
That's the big gun.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Jeff. Good evening. The best thing I've seen in a very long time was the president of El Salvador and Trump in the Oval Office. It was a beautiful meeting. Now, this moron, Cory Booker, okay? He's going to go to El Salvador to try to get this guy out. Even if El Salvador returned him and we accepted him, we're immediately deporting him again. It's the biggest joke in the world.
With any luck, they'll keep him.
Well, he said, they'll keep Booker. Yeah, maybe they'll put him in there.
That's what I'm talking about. Maybe they'll find some marijuana around or something.
Yeah, well, that president is not playing around. Do you know El Salvador is now one of the safest countries in the world?
Yeah, look at that prison.
Really?
Oh, my God, Dave. Yeah. I don't know how long he's been in office. He arrested everybody. If you sneezed in the wrong direction, you were incarcerated. There is like zero crime in El Salvador right now.
I got a question.
That's awesome. We need that here, man.
When you're done here, just so it's pretty quick.
Yeah, go ahead, Bill.
Hey, Dom, I put my new mini computer in today. I got Windows 11, got all that on there. I loaded Microsoft because I use that a lot, I went to put Thetis on there when I went to the Grid Hub or whatever it's called. I went to download that. It wouldn't download for me. It started and shut down again. And I did it like 2 or 3 times, and I thought, well, maybe it was a Defender stopping it from coming through the firewall. I shut it off. It still did the same thing. I'll get Thetis loaded on there.
Let me just add something.
You mean downloaded? When you download it, that little download. What browser are you using? You using Edge?
Hey, Bill.
To answer Dominic's question, yeah, I'm using Microsoft, yeah, and that's what I'm using.
Dom, but hold on. It's loading. He's getting it to load, and it starts the install process, right, Bill? And then it gives you the error?
Yeah, you get up there and you click on it, and you know how the window comes up and you see the green feed, it's on. It'll go real fast and shut right down. That's what it's doing.
Well, in your browser Edge, on the top right, you'll see a little arrow pointing down. That's where your downloads are. If you open that up, do you see it in there, but it's like got a strike through to it?
Well, no. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's up in the right-hand corner up on top. I can see the file and everything there. I tried downloading it from there. You can download it from there. Double-click on it and download it. It is the same thing. I went to my download documents, and it was in there. I tried doing it, and the same thing again.
No. What you got to do is when you see it download, and it pops up where that little arrow is, you got to click on it, and then there's more. It gave you a warning about the file, didn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Well, you got to hit more and tell it to keep. And then another window will pop up, and then you hit more again, and you got to tell it to keep it anyway. And then it'll download the file. Because what it is when people make programs for Windows, they have to buy the licensing from Microsoft to be able to download their files. So basically what you got to do is you got to tell it to ignore that and go anyway. If you want, we could do a quick assist and I'll show you the process, and then after that you should be able to do the rest yourself.
Bill, I thought the installer is opening.
Yeah, it is. I get that blue window where it says, it's not. They're telling me it's not safe. Do you want to override that or not? And I hit yes. And it'll bring the window up like it's going to start and give you those three choices. Typical download or full download. There's like three choices there. I different choices and it still won't do it. It shuts down on me for some reason.
Dom, it's not a security thing. It's the installer is opening, and then when you install Thetis, it says you want to do the installer opens. Do you want to do a full, a minimum, or a custom install? He clicks full, and then it shuts down.
Maybe tomorrow, Dom, if you have the time or something, or Art, or maybe I'll hook it back up again, and then you can log in and see what's going on.
Yeah, whatever you want to do, you double a little bit with what's his name? Anyway, Doug, yeah, we can do it tomorrow. It ain't going to take long. It'll take about 5 seconds there to show you what to do. And then once you see what to click on, you'll be able to, Doug, he's not getting past the download. He's actually in the download, and Windows is rejecting it because it's not a file that Microsoft has approved security-wise, because the guy, whoever makes Thetis, hasn't paid for the fee to do that.
All right, okay. The way he's describing it, that block happens before that hit where he's getting. So what the installer is open when it's happening.
No, you're still in your browser when this is happening, right?
Yeah. Well, I can try it either way, Dom. I can do it in my browser and try to do it that way, or I can go into my download files and it'll be there. It shows it's there. But I go to unlock it there and open it up. It acts like it's going to do it, and then it gives me a choice of, you want a typical or full download or whatever. I'll make a choice. I click it. That window comes up like it's going to load. I see the green mark going like it's loading. All of a sudden it goes quick and then it shuts down.
Yeah, that's not the security thing, Dom.
Security. He has to. Well, what the thing to do is we're going to get rid of the file you have in your download directory, and then you'll do the download again. And this time we're going to tell
stupid Yankees hat.
We're going to tell Edge it's okay and that we want to accept this file.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do it. I don't want to hold the band up here, but yeah, we'll try it. I already got rid of it. So I even took it out of my download files. I've eliminated it. So go ahead, guys. I'm sorry. Just a question I had.
No, I never heard of that because that's not a download screen that he's getting to. The installer is open. So now he's in the installer. Defender or Microsoft would have blocked it before that happened. So then Thetis says, okay, welcome to the installer. Do you want to install the full version or not? He chooses the full version. Then a status bar pops up. And that's where it's shutting him down. Defender would have shut it down already.
Yeah, but I went in and see, like I said, I use Microsoft. I use Excel and Word and all that. I had to download it onto the new computer. It went right in. No problem at all.
All right, well, either way, whatever you want to do tomorrow, if you want me to help you, give me a holler. We'll get going. If not, Art can do it too. Or Doug. It doesn't make a difference. Whatever you want to do.
All right. Well, we'll take a look, Dom. No big deal. Okay. Case closed, I guess.
No, I can't help him. I just buy a new computer when that stuff happens.
Well, that's the trouble. I can't get it in there, this thing's going back, and I've had good luck with these, what I have here, so... yeah, hopefully it's nothing.
All right, and who just joined the frequency and called us Yankees?
I didn't call you Yankees. I said your hat is stupid.
Oh, that says a Red Sox fan. What's up, Dave?
Yeah, not much. Just listening. I was just curious. What problem is he having? Just so I was just trying to keep up, but I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about.
Bill, you want to tell him that's Dave, N1DRS?
Yeah. Hey, Dave, I got a new computer here. It's going to be dedicated to my 7000 DLE. So what I was trying to do was get everything set up. It has Windows 11 in it, which, it's working. Everything's working in it. I went to download Thetis, and it will not let me download it for some reason. It keeps shutting down. And I went into Windows Defender, and shut it completely off. I thought maybe it was blocking it, on a firewall or something. But shut everything down, and it still did the same thing. So I cannot get it loaded.
Yeah, that's your web browser calling. That's not Defender. All you got to do is in the down. Well, let me see here. Give me 2 seconds. I can tell you how to do it real quick. If we're on the same thing, yeah, you just got to click it and tell it it's okay and tell it to keep, and then it will download the rest.
Well, see, here's the deal. It's letting him download the file, but it's blocking it. The Windows security blocking it. You can't turn Defender off. You can turn Defender off, but you can't stop the other stuff because you got hardware security, the TPM, all of that going on there. So it's just being blocked. Even though the installer popped up, as soon as it went to start putting files in directories, the security shut it down. That's all that's happening.
Yeah, I just did it here. So, I just downloaded it, and my thing popped up. It says Thetis 2.10.3a blah, blah, blah is a commonly downloaded. Make sure this is a trusted blah. It's got the 3 lines. You just click the 3 lines and hit keep, and it will finish downloading, and it's done.
No, he's getting past that. Dave, so what's happening is the installer opens, and when you install Thetis, it gives you those 3 options, full, custom, or minimum. He clicks full, the green status bar starts, and then it gets an error.
Did you try right-clicking and hitting administrator before installing it?
No, but I had it in my download files, and I tried to do it from there, and off the internet or whatever, and it still did it. So I guess Dom and I will look at it tomorrow. I got the computer on hook right now. I'm on my other one.
Yeah, that's just a setting somewhere. That's not that big of a deal. You don't need a new computer. It's just a setting.
Yeah, well, this is a brand new computer. I was just trying to get the information from my non on it. It's a computer. I just bought it yesterday, and I want to dedicate it to my non. I don't want to run, a bunch of stuff off of the computer I'm running right now.
Okay. I want now. Did you create the user on it, or was it already there?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Is it a preset user, or did you make the user when you got it? Did you type in the name and all that, and it created it, or what?
Well, I had to go through to load the software. It basically, when I went into Microsoft, it took from the cloud. It took the information off my other computer. Basically, it didn't load it all in there, but the majority of it did. So. Like I said, it loaded, Microsoft Excel, Word, and 365 or something. It loaded all that.
Okay, copy that. Wow, one sec here. I know exactly what the hell's going on here. It's the, oh God. Now, there's a million questions I could tie you up for half an hour, but I know Dom knows what it is.
Yeah, Dom's an IT guy, so I'll let him have at it, tomorrow or sometime here soon.
We're a retired IT guy. Yeah, no, we'll go in there and we'll soup you up. Hey, is Roger in here? Roger, you on frequency W4DOM?
What's up, Eric Levitin, huh?
I think he's mobile. He
right
passed
near the Limart
a little while ago up on Highway 77. It's a couple miles away. I think he wanted to meet me on 2 meters, but he's not going to hear me from there. My antenna's not very high. I thought maybe he was on here. Did you guys hear Roger? Anybody hear Roger on here?
No, me, Dom.
Negative. Holy crap, Dave. I think you said you were tweaking your audio a couple of days ago. It sounds very good.
No, hell, not by your recording.
What are you talking about? This is exactly what I'm hearing.
And then it's terrible.
Well, you're out to 4,200. I'm only listening at 4,000.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems very. I'm listening, watching the YouTube there. I went back, actually was clicking back to look at it. Yeah, I got a bunch of different settings I've been fooling with here. So, where is it here? So, I don't know. I'm still fooling with it. Like I said, it's just something. I'm not getting rid of anything. I just changing some of the settings and stuff.
Hi, David.
Hey, how you doing?
Well, it sounds good to me, but you know the story. It's got to sound good to you, so time to rip it all apart.
And one eyes you got.
Is Art still in here?
He had to take a call. Art, did you make it back?
You falling asleep over there?
No, I was on the phone.
No.
All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. It was great. I hope you all have a great night, and I'll catch you in the morning. KB2, UKA clear.
Good night, Doug.
Hey, Doug, thanks
Have a
for
good night.
information you sent me today. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Okay, have a good night.
All right, 73, everyone. KB2, UKA, QRT.